As 2023 comes to a close, I can't help but reminisce on some of the best indie games I've played that came out this year. One of the best things about indie games for me is usually I don't know the game is coming out until it actually releases, so there's almost no hype around it and you really don't know much about the game until you try it. I understand that my tastes are not your tastes, but hopefully by the end of this video you find a game that slipped past your radar and give it a try. Keep in mind this list only includes games that were released in 2023. In no particular order, here are the top 5 indie games I've played in 2023. Starting with Tape to Tape. Now, I'm a hockey fan at heart, so I may be a little biased, and I know not everyone likes sports or hockey games, but in general, this is not your typical sports game. This is a unique roguelike game where you progress through the world in a similar fashion to the iconic indie game Faster Than Light. As you progress and win your games, the teams get stronger and the bosses stand in your way at the end of each level. Some may even be almost impossible to beat. If you lose a game, you get sent back to the lobby where then you will be able to recruit new players, upgrade your player, and get new skills, similar to Hades. The gameplay loop in this game makes it really enjoyable to play and kept me wanting to play one more round each time I lost. Tape to Tape released on May 3rd, 2023. BattleBit Remastered is the second game on my list. If you could get past the graphics, this game was really well made and brought me back to the Battlefield 3 days. Except BattleBit can hold a whopping 254 players per server. The maps are well designed, the gameplay is fluid and intuitive, and each class has a unique role on the battlefield. The game is especially fun with friends, where you could squad up and hold down a building or flank the enemies and kill 2 to 3 squads worth of people with just your squad. If you're a fan of the Battlefield franchise and somehow didn't play this yet, I highly suggest you do so. BattleBit Remastered released on June 15, 2023. Dave the Diver is a third game on my list, and I will say it was a bit of a sleeper for me. The game has you dive down in the ocean to catch fish during the day, to then serve at your restaurant at night. The gameplay loop is surprisingly fun, and the game serves up a lot of surprises along the way. Each day, there is usually something unique that happens or an unlock appears, and when going through the campaign, I couldn't put it down until I beat it. If you like management type games with a story and exploration, this is a game you should definitely try. Dave the Diver released on June 28, 2023. Punch Club 2 is the 4th game on my list. Now, you really don't need to play the first one to know what's going on story-wise, but you could look up a synopsis of the first game online before playing the sequel. The game can get a little grindy at times, but it is actually less of a pain than the first one with all the quality of life features that have been implemented. If you like retro-style games, this one is well worth it due to the story and gameplay loop, which makes it satisfying to play. Like Dave the Diver, each day there is something unique that happens. There is also different paths you could go down as the story progresses, which will alter the story based on which path you choose. Punch Club 2 released on July 20th, 2023. Last but not least, we have Endless Dungeon. I played the first one years ago and it was really fun with friends, but less intuitive since it was 2D and basically turn-based. This new iteration is more like a faithful remake. The core fundamentals are still there from Dungeon of the Endless, but it is now more of a 3D shooter bullet hell type game, which makes things super fun. Think Risk of Rain 1 versus Risk of Rain 2. There aren't nearly as many characters to unlock at launch, but so far each are unique and provide a whole new aspect to the gameplay. This is the one game on my list that I'd say you should really play with a group of friends rather than alone to get the best experience. Endless Dungeon released on October 19th, 2023. That's it for my list. If there's an indie game that came out this year that you think is better than the ones I outlined above, be sure to let me know in the comments below, as I'm always looking for new indie games to play. As always, please like and subscribe. See you all next time.